everybody, it's Meghan McGrogan with the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce. And if you're joining us today, you are watching the Leveling Up Social Distancing Series, which is a shorter series that we're doing. And we're doing these a couple times a week to make sure that we keep you in the know for everything that's going on in our Greater Utica area businesses. And we're trying to make it so you get to know them a little bit better and get to know their services and how you can support them and access them during this whole pandemic. A lot of us are home and everything's looking different for us. And so we want to make sure that we're communicating what our members are doing with the whole area. So this morning, I'm very excited to have with me Cosmina Schulman, and she is from Galaxy Media Partners. And Galaxy is also a bronze supporter of the Chamber. So we certainly appreciate their support and everything that they do to support the Chamber. And Cosmina is going to let us know how we can support you right now, right, Cosmina? So thanks for being on.
Yeah, thank you so much, Megan. We really appreciate the opportunity just to come and talk a little bit about Galaxy and really how we're supporting businesses during this time, because we are a small business ourselves. Galaxy has been live and local in the Utica area for over 30 years. We actually just celebrated our 30th year anniversary. Mm-hmm. You guys might know us as the home of the Utica Comets with our station K-Rock. We also have Mix, which is our top station for reaching moms and females in the area. We also have ESPN, which is the home of the Yankees and the Buffalo Bills and all things sports related, including local sports. And then we have our Utica favorite station, which is our Tony station, which is continuous music throughout the day, only breaking once an hour. So that's very exciting as well. And then we also have our robust internet marketing arm, which has access to a national offering and specific audience targets, which have been very, very successful for local businesses in this area. So appreciate coming in. I am actually the Chief Revenue Officer of our Utica office for Galaxy Media Partners, and excited to just talk a little bit about today, how we're doing and how we're adapting.
Yeah, and what I think is great is, you're from the area and you moved back recently, right, and joined the team at Galaxy. So it's always nice to see young people moving back to the area. And, I think this is kind of probably a cool time for you a little bit too, because you're getting to see how generous our community is. And you already probably knew that, but, it's really cool to see how everybody's adapting. And I know you guys are doing some great things to show value and also be generous yourselves by showing value to our local businesses. So talk a little bit about, how you guys are adapting and what free things that businesses can take advantage of now with you.
Yeah, sure, of course. So, one way that we're adapting is really reaching out and being kind of marketing experts for a lot of the local clients, as in the smaller businesses in this area. We're working directly with them to say, this is how your messaging should change during this time. Here's the soft sell that you could go ahead and talk to consumers about. You want to be really, really careful right now that you don't have a really hard sales message, because there's so many people underneath hardships right now. In addition to that, ESPN, our ESPN station, people are really, really missing sports. So we're trying to run like the best of the NFL, the best of the Comets, still giving people a local look into what's happening in our sports, even though, there's not a ton happening right now. We're still there and we still have those voices. We're doing a lot around thanking essential workers and highlighting them on the air. So that's been really nice to see just how strong our community is and how much everybody's kind of been coming out and helping and supporting essential workers. I was talking to some of my friends in some of the bigger markets in New York and Chicago and in Boston, and a lot of their restaurants and hospitality are not adapting the same way that we've been able to here. I mean, these family meals that people are doing are great in such a great way to kind of support locally. So really proud of the community in that aspect as well. And we're providing more giveaways for listeners, right? Like, we are an escape for listeners who want to turn off the TV, want to hear a local DJ that they know, learn more about their community, and just kind of escape. So we're trying to provide a little bit more fun on the radio than maybe in the past, to just give listeners something to look forward to. And then some of the free offerings that I know that you mentioned, but that people can kind of take advantage of during this time Right now, stats are saying that 25% of businesses will close, and if that happens, Galaxy will suffer. Again, I said it at the beginning, but we're in the same boat. We're in this together. So we really, really want to provide some type of free assets and resources for local businesses during this time. Based on the research that we have, our listenership is actually up 25%. So
that's good.
Yeah, that's a really exciting stat for us, and that has a lot to do with smart speakers. So while people aren't in the car listening to the radio, they're actually listening while they're cooking or, working throughout the day through their smart speakers. Yeah. So we've been able to offer 3 free things during this time that small businesses can take advantage of. The first one is our Facebook group. It's called CNY Area Businesses Affected by COVID-19. And anybody with a Facebook can sign up and go ahead and post their messages. We have great businesses on there giving different promotions or just saying this is how we're adapting during this time. So that's free to everybody. We also have our mixed series called Open for Business. So that's pretty easy. All that you do is you reach out directly to me. I send you a quick little form of, things that you fill out. You just tell us again how your business is adapting to this time. Send it back to me, and then we actually record it for you, and you get about 10 to 15 times of it running throughout the month. So free advertising. Yeah, so that's really great too. And then the last one that we have is our digital webinar, which is going to start next week. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2 to 3. It'll be an hour long, and then we'll have a live Q&A to follow it. Tuesday, we're actually going to cover what local businesses should be doing right now for SEO ranking and Google My Business listing. This is a great time to focus on, both of those things. On Wednesday, we'll talk a little bit about Google Analytics, so 5 reports that will transform your marketing data. And then Thursday, we'll have an understanding Facebook, Instagram posts, ads, and analytics for your business. So I know right now so many people are taking advantage of, obviously, the social platforms and people being on their phones and whatnot. So really understanding those platforms, how they work, the algorithms, and then the analytics behind them can help businesses kind of propel forward.
Yeah, and I think what's awesome about all those is no matter if you're an essential business or non-essential, you're operating from an office, operating from home. I mean, everybody can take advantage of these because they're all digitally focused. And I think that that's really what people need help with right now, right? Because that is really the way that we can communicate right now is digitally. So great topics. I know I'm going to tune in to pretty much all of them. I mean, I think that the digital landscape changes so rapidly. I think everybody can really use a refresher on all of this, even if you have heard of these things before. So I think those are awesome topics.
Yeah, and they're free tools, that's the big thing. Like a lot of them are free tools provided by Google or free tools provided already by Facebook and Instagram. So to not really brush up during this time, we have a little bit of a lull, really understand them, you're doing yourself and your business a disservice. So the goal of this is really just to get people up to speed. Again, they can ask questions at the end. We feel like we're the marketing experts during this time. So we really just want to share our knowledge with people and make sure that we're putting our local businesses in a really great place for when this is over to strive and succeed.
Yeah, I think it's great. And the other things that you mentioned, the spots that are going to run on Mix are great. Yeah. And that Facebook group, if you guys haven't checked that out, I mean, Facebook really, I think most people are communicating a lot through Facebook. Obviously Instagram's, always doing well too. But I think with Facebook, what you're seeing a lot of is the restaurants posting, and a lot of those are on your page. A lot of people posting how they can be accessed. And again, that's, the whole point of these shows too, to tell people how to be accessed. So there's just so many ways that you can get it out there. And, I really feel like people should just make a list of all the places they can post. They should add this to their list. Every little bit helps. to get out.
And just to do it daily. I mean, or even weekly, just check in. Again, so many of our businesses are adapting really, really well to this super scary time. And coming from some of the big markets, it's super impressive to see on my end how, we're going to be in a really great place, I think, when this is over, just because we've kind of just addressed it head on and figured out, okay, this is our new normal. How do we live in it and how do we strive in it? And the stuff that we've seen on even our Facebook page that businesses are posting, wineries producing hand sanitizer, it's impressive. So we want to highlight and applaud those businesses. We also want to be here as a resource for those businesses. So if anybody has any questions just on what they should be doing during this time, getting your message out there is really, really important. The businesses that advertise during this time, listeners take note of that, and they feel like, that we're kind of all in this together, and that these businesses were there during this hard time. They remember that message, and they're more likely to go out and buy that product because of advertisers who advertise during crisis. So, again, we're just here to kind of provide some knowledge, provide some expertise, provide some free services, and really help a lot of these small businesses get through it.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for sharing all this. And again, great resources for people to take advantage of. I know we've been sharing some of them on our page, and you guys have them all on your Facebook page. And so let everybody know what's the best way that they can find out how to get in touch with you guys, and where's a good place to go to get all of this information that you just talked about.
Yeah, so the best place to go is to reach out to me directly, actually. So my email address is CSCHULMAN@galaxymediapartners.com. You can email me any questions. If you want to sign up for the digital webinars, I'll go ahead and send you the link. If you want the Open for Business script to get that up and running, I can send you that script as well. And then you can go on Facebook and to the CNY area businesses affected by COVID-19, and you can also get information from there.
Great. Well, thanks again so much, Cosmina, for being on with us. And, make sure everybody at home, you tune into all these stations, and, keep following the Facebook page, check out their information that they're posting. And we hope that we'll see you soon, and best of luck with your baby. I know you're due pretty soon, so we wish you the best of luck.
Next week. So thank you so much. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.